thinking about moving to the South Puget Sound, particularly the Tacoma area, then there are two communities people compare all the time, and that is University Place and Gig Harbor. Now, both have similar small town vibes, both have some great water view homes, but there are some major differences between the two, so let's dive into how they're alike and how they're different. All right, let's get into the overall vibe of each place. So Gig Harbor is a larger geographic area than University Place, that's for sure. And it has a lot larger lots as well. And we even have like some horses and cows when you go further out in like Rosedale or Artendale. So you definitely get more of a suburban sort of, I won't say country, but you know where I'm going with this. Whereas University Place is more densely packed and really in an urban area. Tacoma is a huge city, and that surrounds basically all of University Place. You've also got Lakewood and Stillicum, which are a little bit south, but all is kind of the Tacoma area. So Gig Harbor feels a little more slower paced, and you get a lot more room to roam. Now, University Place, on the other hand, is mainly residential as well. You do have that kind of commercial core along Bridgeport Way. You've got Whole Foods, you've got Trader Joe's, and a bunch of big box stores, as well as smaller cafes and restaurants. But you definitely feel more urban there. You're connected to the big city. And it feels more diverse than it does over on the harbor side. Let's talk a little bit about similarities between the two. So a lot of people compare these two places, number one, because of the public school ratings. They're both very high and very good, both great choices for sure. And there is a strong sense of community in both cities as well. Gig Harbor has lots of little parades and, you know, definitely cheers for new restaurants and things like that. University Place is the same, but I would say that it is perhaps a little less connected than Gig Harbor, which really has a strong identity. Both, obviously, are right on the Puget Sound. You have more waterfront homes in Gig Harbor for sure, whether that is no bank or low bank, mid bank or high bank. You have a ton to choose from over in Gig Harbor. Now, if you want waterfront homes in University Place, you are a little bit more limited. There is a super cool beach called Sunset Beach, which is right next to the railroad tracks, but a few dozen homes are down there in UP. It's a really cool no bank experience. And you also have Day Island in University Place. So those are kind of your options if you're looking for waterfront living there. In Gig Harbor, the neighborhoods are kind of endless. Basically, Gig Harbor, it's not quite an island, but you know, there is waterfront all the way around, including bays like Willachet Bay. So you have a lot more to choose from if you are looking to live that waterfront lifestyle. If you're looking for parks with playgrounds, then I think Gig Harbor wins on that front. You've got the brand new Doris Heritage Park up in North Gig Harbor. You've also got the huge Zamel Park playground. You've got Crescent Creek Playground, which lots of locals call the boat park. And then you also have Kids Gig. And Kids Gig is super cool. It's kind of a hidden wooden playground. I will definitely get some footage of that for you. It is awesome. But if you don't know where it is, you'd never find it. And if we haven't met yet, my name's Satya. I am a realtor and managing broker here in the South Puget Sound. I serve areas like Gig Harbor, Tacoma, University Place, Port Orchard, and beyond. And I'm also a mom of 2 boys. So if you want help on where to find what's right for you, please reach out. I'm always happy to help. Okay, let's talk about the differences in housing and housing prices between University Place and Gig Harbor. So UP, you're looking at about an average median price of $700,000 and a median price per square foot around $345, whereas Gig Harbor is $900,000 as the median sale price and about $385 a square foot. So a pretty dramatic difference. That being said, of course you have luxury homes in both places. But you have a lot more options if you are looking for more affordable housing over in University Place than you have in Gig Harbor. Now, if new construction is something that's really important to you, there's just not the land that's undeveloped in University Place as there is in Gig Harbor. So we are still seeing smaller neighborhoods pop up all over the place in Gig Harbor, whereas University Place pretty much is built out. With all the space in Gig Harbor, you do see larger lots and more privacy, which also lends itself to that bigger price tag. So just things to consider as you're comparing the two. Now, commuting could be a major factor in your life, so let's talk about this a little bit. If you are going to Joint Base Lewis McChord, then absolutely you are closer to it in University Place. You even have like sort of a back roads option to get there, which is nice when traffic gets crazy during base commute times. You are further out in Gig Harbor. It's still manageable, but I would definitely add, during trafficy times, 20 to 30 minutes probably to the commute, and with no traffic, at least 15 minutes. As far as your trip north, if you are commuting to Seattle or Bellevue, or even if you go to the airport a lot up at SeaTac, they are pretty similar as far as commute times up there, because University Place is not right next to the highway, so you either have to go north up to Highway 16 and connect to I-5, or just go straight east and connect to I-5, but you still are going through city streets to get there in University Place, whereas Gig Harbor, you may have a more direct route to Highway 16. So about the same, surprisingly. One thing I should mention though, obviously I-5 is a major freeway, so depending on which way you're going on that highway and commute times, traffic can be a serious consideration. But when you're in the section between I-5 and the Tacoma Narrows Bridge on Highway 16, usually that section is pretty clear even in commute times. But if you live in Gig Harbor, once you cross that Tacoma Narrows Bridge, I would say between 3 and 5:30 p.m., you are kind of looking at a little stop and go traffic. So that's why often commuters, if you do live in Gig Harbor, you get off at that first exit over the bridge. That is money if you can find a house over there, because you can skip all that traffic in the afternoon. Now, last but not least, of course, we have the bridge toll in Gig Harbor. So it is $4.50 going from Gig Harbor to Tacoma, and you only pay a toll one way. A lot of people get really freaked out with the bridge toll, and yes, of course, it does add up. But the justification that I have in my head for living on this side of the bridge is that we have the lowest property taxes in Pierce County. So now, if Waterfront is important to you, I know we've talked about this a little bit, you have way more options in Gig Harbor. So you've got like Wallachet Bay, Henderson Bay, Horsehead Bay, you've got Raft Island, Gig Harbor's little sister, Fox Island. We've got tons of amazing multi-million-dollar properties on Warren. You've got Cromwell. The list goes on and on and on in Gig Harbor. Whereas if you're looking at Waterfront and University Place, you've pretty much got only Sunset Beach, which is right next to the train tracks, and you've got Day Island, which is super cool, but also really tiny. So if Waterfront is important to you, then I would definitely lean to the Gig Harbor side. But if you are looking to see the water and you don't need to be on the water, then University Place definitely has a ton of choices in that department. in addition to Gig Harbor. So I would say that if seeing water is important to you, water view is important, check out both places. But if you want a dock, if you want to pull your boat up right to that buoy or just run outside into the Puget Sound, Gig Harbor is probably your spot. Last but not least, walkability. So if you like to walk around and walk to the store, or be able to be on foot and walk to the park or something like that, University Place is much more walkable than Gig Harbor. The newer parts of Gig Harbor are all having sidewalks as a requirement, but there is a lot of Gig Harbor that has basically no sidewalk and not even really a safe place to ride a bike on the side of the road. So if you are into cycling and you want that sort of walkability, I would definitely lean towards University Place. Not to say that there aren't a couple neighborhoods in Gig Harbor where you can walk to things. Downtown and close to uptown would be kind of the two, but other than that, not so much. If healthcare is a consideration for you, it really shouldn't be for either of these places. Gig Harbor has a small but great and new-ish hospital called St. Anthony's. Tons of medical facilities here. We've got 2 adult urgent cares and 1 child urgent care, Mary Bridge, in Gig Harbor. And then on the other side, you don't have an actual hospital in University Place, but you are so close to Mary Bridge Hospital for Children and also Tacoma General and St. Joe's. I would say both are a yes in that department. Easy access to healthcare for sure. Ultimately, there is no wrong answer here. Both places are amazing places to live. If you want more acreage, you don't mind that higher price tag, you want a waterfront home or a dock, then Gig Harbor is a great place for you. If you want more of that urban vibe, that city feel, you want more diversity, more convenience as far as being closer to a wider array of restaurants and nightlife, then University Place might be your choice. Both have great school systems, both have great parks, so there really is no wrong answer. I know that was a lot of information in there, but I really hope it was helpful. I make a new video every week about the Tacoma, Gig Harbor, Port Orchard area and beyond, and I try and help people just like you find the perfect place for them to move to. So please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more good stuff on the South Puget Sound.